Hi there, I'm Eddie. Thanks for practicing yoga with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up. Thank you. The one thing that I want to put out before we start is the idea of embracing the mystery, embracing the unknown. This has been coming up for me kind of all morning. In the middle of the night, I woke up with this idea of becoming comfortable, or at least allowing ourselves to be open to the idea of becoming comfortable with the mystery, becoming comfortable with the unknown, because I'm sure your life is like my life, and it is full of unknowns. This world is full of unknowns right now. How are things going to open up? When are things going to open up? Which way are things going to go? What's my new direction going to be? What's my new path going to be? How does it unfold? Question, 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 and maybe not a lot of answers, right? Question, 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 not a lot of answers. So another way of saying it would be being comfortable with the question, being comfortable with the question and not needing the answers right now. And that's hard to do when the mind is so wanting form, so wanting clarity, so wanting structure, so wanting an answer, so wanting certainty. But yoga is a perfect process to help us be comfortable with the mystery, to help us become comfortable with just sitting in the question a little bit. And the way that it helps us with that is by getting back into the present moment. If we can feel in this moment, breath in, breath out. Ah, I'm okay. Breath in, breath out. Ah, I'm okay. Not having the answer yet, but I'm still okay. Coming back to this present moment, and that is what our yoga practice is all about. So let's focus on that today, just being in the present, being comfortable with the questions in our life, being comfortable with the questions in our world, being comfortable with just the larger mystery of it all and the unfolding of it all, and find our peace now, okay? Find our peace now. Let's bring our hands together at our heart. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Wherever you are at is okay. Rub your hands together. Make them warm. And then we'll take the hands, we'll pull them together at the breastbone. Slow, deep breath in. Hold that breath in, please. And exhale your breath out. Let's do it again. Inhale slowly. Hold the breath in. And exhale completely. And one more time. Inhale. Hold it. Good. Exhale that breath out. Now we're going to chant the mantra Om together 3 times. Om, of course, symbolizing the field of potential, the field of possibility. So in this great mystery, there are infinite possibilities how things are going to unfold. There's infinite possibilities. So just being open to the potential and open to the possibilities that feel good to you, that work for you. Long O-M sound. Take a slow, deep breath in. Om. And again, inhale. And one more time, inhale. Very good. We're going to start our practice today on our backs. So everybody come onto your back. You can see I've got my blanket down here on the floor. If you want to lay a blanket out, maybe you want a little bit more padding underneath your back, totally fine. If you don't, you're just good on your mat, go ahead and do that. Now, you could keep your knees bent, but I'm going to straighten my legs. It kind of depends on how your lower back is feeling in this moment. And I'd like you to take one hand, kind of place it at your heart center. Place one hand around your breastbone and take the other hand and kind of place it on your belly. And let's just start with the slowest, deepest breath that we can take in. So nice deep inhale. And let's breathe out through the mouth, making the foggy sound. And as you do that, inhale through the nose. And exhale the foggy sound. I want you to just meditate on your belly moving. You keep going. Your belly rises and then your chest follows, and then your belly falls and your chest follows. Just keep breathing like that. Your breath and your body are always in the present moment. You can only breathe now. So if you come back to breathing, your mind comes back to now. Place your hands down by your side. Let's begin to move our arms in the process. Inhale, the arms go up and back. Exhale, the hands come down. So you want to move in a slow fashion. Let's do it again. Inhale, arms go up and back. Point your toes, stretch your fingers. Exhale, bring your hands down by your side. And again, inhale back. And exhale down. Let's start to add pauses into this. Inhale your arms back. Hold your breath in for about 3-4 seconds. Point your toes, stretch your fingers, get long. And exhale, bring your hands down. Pretty good. Do it again. Inhale. Hold it in. Now try and keep your focus at the third eye point. Just turn your inner gaze to the front of your brain. Exhale, hands come up and down. You can see yourself moving from the inside. You're just looking into your third eye point. Do it again. Inhale back. Hold it. Exhale down. Okay, this one will be a little bit different. Listen up. We're going to inhale the arms back. Hold it in. And when you exhale, pull your right knee into your chest. Exhale, squeeze your right knee into your body. And give it a squeeze. Hug down on that knee. Kind of put your hand on top of the shin or behind the thigh. It doesn't matter. And when you exhale, squeeze the leg into the chest. And when you inhale, let your knee move away. And exhale, squeeze it in. And inhale it away. And exhale. Get one more time. Inhale it. And exhale. Give it a really good squeeze right there. Now hold it in. Pull it in tightly. And again, just breathe. Eyes are closed. Feel the stream of the breath moving through you. If you can make the audible sound, it's so much easier because you can really hear the current flowing. Good. Now take that leg and just move it in some circles. Just kind of move the leg freely inside that hip socket and go in both directions. Good. All right, beautiful. Let's go to the second side. Pull the left knee into your body. Take the right leg, stretch it away on the ground. You breathe in, and when you exhale, squeeze it. And when you inhale, let it move away and squeeze. Keep doing that a few more times. I hope you let your mind relax. You're just looking into the third eye point, you're listening to the breath, and you're just kind of observing your movement from the inside out. Go ahead and take that leg. Hold it in. There's a creek in Aspen, Colorado called Hunter's Creek, and it's so beautiful. Comes down off the mountain and meets the Roaring Fork River. And if you go in the spring, that creek is so full of water. Such a beautiful hike up the mountain. But the reason I'm telling you the story is because you hear the water all the time. You've been next to a creek, you've heard it before. You hear the water flowing. It never stops, that sound. Go ahead and move your legs in circles. And that's what our breath should be like. It should be like that creek that's flowing. You just hear the continual sound of your breathing, and you let your mind become absorbed in it, and you relax with that sound, and you become present with that sound. Just the way you can sit next to the ocean, or you can sit next to a creek, and you can listen to the sound of the water, and it's so meditative. You can have that with your own breath. Go ahead and pull it in, and then go ahead and slowly release, please. Bend both of your knees, put them flat on the floor. Take your hands, we're going to reach them back behind you. So your knees are bent, your arms are reached behind you, and when you inhale, I want you to lift your hips up to the sky, and when you exhale, start at the top of your spine and slowly roll down. Let's do that about 4 or 5 times. Inhale up, exhale down. Now I hope you've kept your eyes closed for the last few minutes. Inhale up, nothing to see except the movement of your body from the inside, the flow of your breath. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. And last time, inhale, take it up. And I want you to just stay there with the arms gently stretching back behind you and the hips are lifting up. We'll take about 4 or 5 more. Imagine you've got a basketball between your knees. Just give it a little squeeze. Lift those hips up. And slowly come on all the way back down. Nice breath here. Now keep your arms back behind you. So what we're going to do is add the Uddiyana Bandha, or that kind of lift in the gut, to our bridge pose right now. Eyes should still be closed. All you have to do is listen. Inhale, push your hips up to the ceiling. Stay up, breathe out through your mouth. All out, get it out, get it out. Hold your breath out and slowly roll down. With no breath in your body, roll down and you'll feel suction in your gut. Focus on the suction. Inhale, lift. Breathe out through the mouth. Hold it out, roll down. Inhale up. Get it out. Hold it out, roll down. One more time, inhale. Stay up and exhale. Hold it out, roll it down. Good, stay down. Let your breath go. I want you to take your arms out wide, like spread eagle with your arms. And then I want you to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees flop open. So you're making a diamond shape with your legs. You're making a diamond shape with your legs. Now, when you inhale, squeeze your knees towards one another. Inhale. And when you exhale, let your knees flop out to the side. So imagine a butterfly really slowly flapping its wings. Inhale, knees come towards one another. Exhale, down. Now focus in your third eye point. Inhale, the knees come together, the energy moves up into the brain. Exhale, the knees move down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, knees come up. Squeeze energy in the brain. Exhale, distribute through your body. Last one. and exhale it out. Go, let your tension go. Rest in this butterfly position for just a moment. Knees are open, arms are out. Imagine that gravity, imagine that the earth is just pulling everything out of you. Pulling any worries, pulling any stress, pulling any tiredness, pulling any nervousness. Then we're going to put both feet on the floor. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee and thread the needle. So go ahead and pull the left knee into the chest. Take your hands, either wrap behind your thigh or wrap on top of your shin, whatever feels best in your body. Breathing there. Squeezing it in. One more. And then go ahead and release that. And we'll go to the second side. Left ankle on your right knee. Go ahead and pull it in. Hold behind your thigh. Hold on top of your shin. Perfect. Just keep both of your knees into your chest. Hug them both in. We're going to finish our floor work right now with a little twist. So your arms will go out to the side and both knees are going to fall to the right. Both knees go to the right. Your head can turn and look left. It's really up to you to relax. Everybody always says, oh, I want to relax. I want to be able to relax. I want to be able to relax. Well, here's your opportunity right now. You've got your breath. You've got your body. Don't allow your mind to be the obstacle to some deep relaxation. And come on back up. And let's go to the second side. Knees go in the opposite direction. There we go. Come on all the way back up. And go ahead and take your time, everybody. Let's bring ourselves slowly onto our hands and our knees. So you can roll up, you can rock to the side, get up however you like. Okay. I'm going to keep my blanket on the floor. I folded it, and I'm going to bring my knees down onto that blanket. Now, if you don't have one, it doesn't matter, but we are just going to be on the knees for a moment. So it might be nice if you have padding. You can always use a bath towel or something like that. It's all good, whatever you have. I'm going to spread my fingers. We're going to start with a cat-cow. We'll inhale deeply, and then we'll exhale and round. Inhale deeply. Dip the spine, exhale round. Again, I want you to go deeply within yourself and kind of feel the mechanics, like be with the mechanics of your body moving. Feel the joints. Feel the little joints in the vertebra. In between each piece of your spine, there's a joint that's moving right now. Your arm bones in your shoulder, your thigh bones in your hip. Let's do it about 2 or 3 more times. And then we'll go into our shoulders. And we'll go into our shoulders like this. Let's say you take your right arm down across your mat. And then I'm going to put my forehead down on that arm. And I'm going to take the left hand and walk it forward. Now you do best to not try and make anything happen here. Instead, just breathe. And over the course of the next half minute or so, just allow your muscles to stretch and for gravity to do its work. Let's do the second side. Take your left arm down and across. Take your right arm, reach it forward. Just kind of walk in as far as you can with that hand, and then let your breastbone drop. That's the way. Take one more. Nice. And then exhale slowly. Come on back. Now that's a really good shoulder stretch, and it would put us in a pretty good place to try a downward facing dog. So why don't we do that right now? We'll turn the toes into the ground. We'll take the hips up and push them all the way back. Now maybe you feel tight in your legs, and so you're going to walk in place. Or maybe you're going to bend both of your knees and make it a little lighter in the hamstrings, or maybe you're going to straighten both legs and make it deeper in the hamstrings. So the real beauty of yoga is that it can be so modified to meet everyone's needs. We'll take about 5 or 6 more. Okay, I'm going to drop to my knees, sit back to my heels, and let's take our hands and place them on the small of the back. So I'm in a child's pose, forehead's down towards the ground, or maybe it's on the floor. My hands are on the small of my back, and we're going to do a posture called Vajrasana, which is a kneeling posture. So when you inhale, your arms sweep out, your chest lifts up, you reach to the ceiling, maybe even add a little back bend, and then exhale, come on down. Arms to the lower back. Let's do that again. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale it down. And the last one, we're going to stay up. You're going to come up, interlace your fingers, turn your palms up to the ceiling here. Try and get your tailbone to go under you just a little bit. Open that chest. Maybe you add a little bit of a back bend. Just a little bit. You don't have to be extreme in it. Try and get up behind that heart. Your upper back is opening. And then slowly put your left hand down on your left hip and take your right arm and reach it over your ear. Reach the right arm to the left side. If you imagine that you're sandwiched between two panes of glass, that kind of helps. You get really flat. You're not going to lean forward with your butt out or anything like that. You're really kind of flattening out, like when you press, you press a flower or something like that. Come on all the way up. You want to feel that pressure from the front, pressure from the back, flattening you, keeping that flatness as you go over to the opposite side. Okay? So don't tilt your butt out. Don't drop your head forward. Try and stay in that flat plane. And inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Release your hands down. Put your hands onto the floor. Take your right foot, let's bring it up forward between our hands. So we'll take our lunge first here. Your left knee is back behind you, and we're going to just come up with the hands. Now, similar to what you were doing a moment ago, we're going to give it a little bit of a back bend. But one of the ways that we can kind of help the back bend here is cross the arms behind the head. So if you reach for your opposite elbow and then slide down your arm as low as you can go. You might touch your shoulder, you might not, but kind of run your arms down and then lift that chest, opening that back bend. Your head goes back into your arms and your chest and your heart open. Nice. And then put your hands down on the ground. We're going to flow in and out of our hamstring stretch. We'll inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to pull back, bow the head, let the head go, and we'll inhale, rock forward. This is a slow rocking motion. Exhale back. Pull as far as you can, bow, breath out, head drops, inhale forward, look up. Exhale back. Inhale forward, look up. Exhale back. And one more. Good, and exhale it back. And relax. And again, just letting the mystery be right now, wherever your mind wants to go, whatever situations, problems, circumstances it wants to try and untie. Just let the mystery be for a moment. Let the question be. Let the mind become neutral. Let the breath be nice and deep. One more here. And exhale. Go ahead and bend your knee. Keep your left hand down on the floor. What I'm going to do is put my right hand on that right knee, and I'm gently just going to twist. I'm pressing into the right leg with my right hand, and I'm turning my spine and gently looking up to the ceiling. Very, very good. Come on back. Take your right foot back. We're going to do that on the second side, and then we'll bring ourselves up to standing. Take your left foot. You're going to come forward with it. Right knee is back. And I'm just going to start getting up into my low lunge. Hands up. I'm going to cross those arms behind me. Again, when you reach for your elbow, slide down as low down the arm as you can go. I can touch my shoulders. Maybe you're just touching kind of in the middle of your arm. But lift your chest. Little back bend. Head goes back into the arm. Nice. We inhale and we exhale, put our hands down on the ground. We're going to rock in and out of the hamstring stretch a few times. Heart is lifted. Maybe you have blocks under your hands. Exhale, pull back. Bow your head. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Again, inhale forward and back. Nice. Last time, inhale forward. And exhale, take it back. Now let's hang out in that stretch. If it's too deep for you, bend your knee. If it's not deep enough, put your hands down. And then bend your knee. Bringing that right hand down to the ground, left hand against the knee. Go ahead and twist, looking left. All right, that's the way. Go ahead and slowly bring yourself out of this. And I'm going to come through downward dog. I'm going to move my blanket now, get that out of the way. Don't need it anymore. Through downward facing dog, and from downward facing dog, I'm going to walk back, 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 all the way till we're standing in the forward bend at the back of the mat. Now, please bend your knees as deeply as you need to. Put your hands on the fronts of the shins. Inhale, look forward and open. Exhale, fold down. Again, open it and fold it. Again, inhale. And exhale. Let's do it one last time, everybody. Inhale, just moving slowly. Exhale, fold. Now, find the variation that you like. What do you want today? Do you want to wrap your hands on your elbows and hang passively? Maybe bending your knees a little deeper. That's good. Do you want your hands on the ground? Do you want to grab your big toes and hook them? That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to hook my big toes. Just make sure the head is relaxing. And wherever you are, even if your knees are bent, if you give the energy of rolling into a somersault, so you just gently, gently move forward, you'll get more depth. Let's do 3 more. That's the way. Go ahead and bend your knees. Turn your fingers inward towards one another. Lift the chest up. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, round the back. So this is cat-cow, but done kind of from a gentle squatting position. Exhale, round your back. Let's do it one more time. Good. And then try and do it with a circling of your hips. Just kind of move your hips around in circles and you'll get that gentle churning in the gut, and then go in the opposite direction. Nice. Alrighty, inhale, stand yourself all the way up. Okay, let's bring ourselves forward, top end of the mat. Let's just do a little bit of gentle movement. How about some half sun salutations? I'll face you, but you can face forward. Maybe we'll crack the knees. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, we come down. Good way to connect with your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Sweep up. And heart. Inhale. And down. And open. Good. Sweep out, come up. And heart. Let's do it just one more time. Inhale, lift it. Exhale it down. Open halfway. Fold yourself down. Sweep out, come on all the way up. And take your hands, bring them down and together at your heart. Now, bring the soles of your feet together. We're going to balance. I'm going to move on to the wood because it's more stable than the mat, so I can balance more easily on it. Step your feet together so that they're touching. Keep it nice and gentle. Tree pose. Right leg. You can stand up on your tiptoe. You could bring your foot on your calf. You could take your foot and bring it all the way up against your inner thigh. Hands together at your heart. Sweep out, move up, and breathe. So I'm going to give you a couple little options here. If you're feeling pretty stable, try taking your arms out like the letter V. Feel that for a moment. And even try and rotate your palms backwards. What does that do? It adds a back bend in the upper back. Heart is opening. Inhale there and exhale. Hands come down. Second side. Go ahead and take your opposite foot up. You could keep your toe on the ground with your heel up. You could come on your calf. You could bring your foot against your inner thigh. You begin with hands at the heart. You move the hands up to the sky. For a little bit of variation, maybe your arms come wide. Like imagine you're taking the canopy of the tree and you're just spreading it out wide. And then as you rotate your hands backwards, your breastbone lifts, your heart lifts and opens. And the hands come down and right back together. That's good. Okay, let's set up for a standing pose. So if you want to have some blocks, maybe go ahead and have your blocks. That's fine. You could stand them up nice and tall. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. I'm going to take triangle pose into a hamstring stretch into a twisting triangle pose. So I'm going to bring my right foot forward and I'm going to take the left foot way back. Of course, for triangle, we've got to start with our hips open to the side. And I'll set up the block on its tallest setting and I'll put it right behind my calf muscle. Not next to my ankle, but next to my calf muscle. Arms come out. I'm going to reach forward and slowly release this hand down onto that block. Now, I feel a little tight today. Like I said, my body's feeling a little tired. And so I'm just going to be up even on my fingertips. Just keep it absolutely gentle if you need to. Maybe your hand is down on your ankle. You know, you could do different things. Take your top arm, reach it up to the ceiling. Let's start with overhand pitches or circles to go forward, down, backwards, up. You're pitching the ball forward, down, back, and up. Do that a couple of times as you breathe. And then switch the direction. Now you go forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. That's the way. Reach that arm out. If you can, extend it like you're going to shake someone's hand. Roll yourself open. So we've got an extension in our triangle. A lot of length there in the waist and the hip. Feels so good. And to come into the next posture, I'm going to look down. Now I set up my second block, so I'll put my hand down on it. Move my block forward. And then bring the back foot in. Now, if you were tight, you would stay on the highest setting of the block, but you might be able to come down lower, maybe on the lowest setting. Maybe you're touching the ground. Another hamstring stretch. You just fold right out over that right leg. And that, of course, is going to move into our twist. So your left hand will stay down. Your right hand is going to lift up to the ceiling and twisting triangle. I know we've been very mellow, so if some of you want to step back and go through your push-up cycle, you're more than welcome to do that. However, if you want to just switch sides a little bit more gently with me, take your back foot, step it forward, take your right foot, step it way back. I'm going to take this block, put it on its highest setting right next to my calf muscle. Slowly lift myself up, arms open and out. We reach forward into that left hand. I'm going to put the hand down onto the block. Maybe I'll be on my fingertips. Maybe you're going to slide down to your ankle. Top arm comes up to the ceiling. Lean back into your triangle pose. And then from there, we're going to start with forward circles. So you go forward, down, back, up. Forward, down, back, up. Do that a couple times. And then we're going to do reverse circles. So from the top, you'll go back, down, forward, up, back, down, and go in circles. And then eventually you're going to release your arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand, reaching to meet their hand. Extend. And from there, slowly, everything comes down. Look at your blocks. Take your back foot a little bit forward. Put your hand down on the ground. Maybe put your hands on blocks and just fold over that leg. Into the twist to finish it up. Right hand down. Left hand is coming up to the ceiling. Good. And we'll come out of it by putting the hands down. I'm going to move my blocks away. I'm going to step it back to downward facing dog. Again, if you want to go through the push-up cycle, be my guest. And we're all going to come to meet down on our stomachs. So bring yourself down onto the stomach. Turn your head on a side for a moment. Or put your forehead down on the ground, whatever's good. Rest for just a second. So let's lift the chest up. We're going to put those elbows down on the ground. I think we all know Sphinx pose. You start with your elbows down on the ground. This is a nice, gentle back bend. Now, if you wanted to, you could take it up into something deeper. You could take it up into cobra pose. You could even take it up into upward facing dog if you needed a little bit more depth. But I'm just going to stay low here, grabbing the floor. I want to get my pelvis down into the ground. Feel that pubic bone down on the ground. And then draw your belly long. Bring that right hand across. The left knee is going to bend, and I'm going to reach back with the left hand. I'm going to catch that left foot and give it a good squeeze. In these where you don't need to really balance it all, it's always nice to close your eyes and just try and get into the stretch. Get into the breath. Get into the now. Okay, second side. Left arm's going to come across. Right hand's going to go back and catch that foot, pulling it in. Perfect. Okay, release that. Now what I want to take next is a back bend. This is a really nice one. I like it a lot. This is a half side bow. So the way that I would get into this, I'm going to take both of my arms and stretch them out like the letter T. If it's too tight in your chest or your shoulder, you could always take your right arm forward instead. But if possible, right arm goes out like the letter, arms go out like the letter T, and you're going to roll to your right side. Roll to your right side and bend your left knee. Reach back with your left hand, catch it, and kick it open. Kick that foot open. Good. And then slowly come on back to the side, or to the center rather, and then we'll go to the second side. So you just take your left hand, reach it out, roll through, reach back. Maybe you can grab your right foot, kick it into your foot, and just open the back bend. Very good. We'll come out of that slowly. Push your way back, hands and knees. And I want you to sit down for a moment and take your legs out in front of you. So both legs will be straight. We're not going to do a forward bend here. What we're going to do is a twist. So I'm going to pull the left knee into the body and then cross the left foot outside the right leg. Left hand's going to come behind. Okay, now I could hold the outside of my knee. I could put my elbow outside the knee. And twist left. You can give up trying right now and instead practice allowing. Breathe and allow. Breathe and allow. Good. Allow the posture to unfold. Allow the depth to unfold. Allow the mystery to unfold. Allow the question to be answered. Come on back through the center. Pull the right knee in. Cross it over. Let's go to the other side. So I could take my elbow around. I could take the arm to the outside. Good. All right, slowly come on all the way back through the center. Go ahead, cross your legs for just a moment. Cross your legs here. And I want you to take your right hand and just grab the left ear. Pull your head over to the side. And you'll take your left hand, wrap it behind you. Get your neck for a moment. And then turn your head so you're looking down towards your knee, looking down towards your right knee. You're going to take your left hand, extend it out to the side, make a stop sign with your hand. Most of you know this. Good. Bring that back to the center. Let's go to the second side. So take your left hand, grab your right ear, pull it over. Right hand comes behind your back. Gently turn your head so you're looking down at your left knee. Free your right hand out, make a stop sign. And then slowly come on back through the center. All right, finish with me before we come onto our back with just a moment of breathing. I want you to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and go, ah. At the end of that exhale, just keep your mouth open for about 3 seconds. Be empty. And do it again. Inhale, nose. Kind of lightly sigh it out. Empty. Inhale. Again, inhale. Sigh it out. And last one, inhale. Beautiful. Come onto your back. Stretch your legs out on the ground. Take your palms, turn them up above you. Not above you, turn your palms up alongside you. Become aware for a moment of your body breathing. Step back. I'm not the breather. I am the witness of my body breathing. The natural, innate intelligence of my body breathes for me. I'm the witness of my body breathing. Feel that for a moment. Notice your mind for a moment. Notice if it's still. Notice if it's active. I am not the thinker. I am the witness of my mind thinking. If thoughts arise, I am the witness of my mind thinking. Who I am is pure infinite consciousness being channeled through this body and mind. Slowly start to consciously breathe. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bring that body back online. I hope you feel very restored. I hope you feel relaxed. I hope you feel at ease. If this is your spring break, I hope you feel nice and relaxed and ready for a good week. All of us ready for a good week. Let's pull our knees into our body and maybe bring ourselves rocking up or roll to the side and come up, whatever. And let's finish with our hands together at our heart with one final Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Very good. Rub your hands, make them warm, and take them down and over you. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for practicing with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up.